What are you looking for?
Mm-hmm.
I want marriage at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I'm not a good coach. Matter of fact, I have people who would say I'm a.
You're 5'2". Okay.
So be at least 5'8".
At least 5'8". Do you have an age preference?
I'm dating younger now.
How old? Okay, at least 5'8", 39 to 60 years old. You want a hot boy.
I don't.
You
The
want
funny
you
thing with
a-
this used to say, what your parents used to say, do what I say, not what you see me do.
Yeah.
Not always the smart thing, but it's the true thing because somebody can tell you something's absolutely true,
Yeah.
right? And not necessarily be doing it themselves.
Mhm.
I don't think that I'm not a good coach. Matter of fact, I have people who would say I'm a great coach. I've coached people into marriages and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I have areas that I still have to work on because I'm still human.
Yeah.
Most coaches become coaches because they were weak in areas and wanted to figure out how to get it
1000%.
done.
And all you have.
Oh,
to
so
do
she's a dating
is
coach,
one
yeah?
step ahead
Okay.
of the people that you're
Absolutely.
serving.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I want to ask this. What are you looking for?
Mm-hmm.
I want marriage at the end of the day, right? But I want a husband that is again supportive. That is, I'm a words of affirmation girl. Speak life into me.
Okay.
Okay. So please speak life into me and make my life easier. That doesn't mean going out to buy all this stuff, but if you see that I need something, do that. If you don't know what I need, ask me.
So
Know
your
how to
acts of
communicate.
service,
Yes.
your words of affirmation. Okay, so we got those are your two top love languages. Okay, and you want somebody that you can learn from.
And that's
What does
to
he look like?
teach me.
You said that he doesn't have to be all that, but he needs to be some of that. Do you have a height preference?
Even though I'm short,
Mm-hmm.
all the people
How
that
tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
You're 5'2". Okay,
So be at least 5'8".
at least 5'8". Do you have an age preference?
I'm dating younger now.
How old are you?
Ooh, I'm
Oh.
dating younger now.
You gotta give us a range. There's somebody
So the
who's looking
range-
at-
Why do older women these days never want to say what their age is? Come on, man. Let's just all age gracefully and just take on board the fact that, people get older. It's not a big deal. It's meant to happen.
saying I like her, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm in her age bracket.
Yeah. So 39 and up, but nothing over 60. 39 to 60.
Okay, you said you're dating younger,
Yes.
and that's your group that you want
Yes.
to date, 39 to 60.
Yes.
So that means you're at least in your 40s.
Yes.
Are you in your 40s?
I'm 50.
You're 50. Okay, girl, listen, we're the same age. All right, like quit.
Wait, hold on. Hold on one second. Auntie. You're 50 and you want to date 10 years younger than you. Alright, let's see.
Hey, girl.
47 over here.
Yeah, okay.
I am proud of aging,
Yeah.
but you want him to be at least 5'5".
5'8".
5'8". Okay, at least 5'8", 39 to 60 years old. You want a hot boy.
I don't.
You want
think
you
I
a-
want hot
Ooh,
boy.
you want a hot boy.
I just want an intelligent man who can range from here to here, who can go from sneakers to suit.
Why younger?
Because I'm finding out that older men have a lot of trauma with them that they're not dealing with, and they're taking you through hoops and bounds because somebody took them through hoops and bounds.
You know what? Older men say that same thing about older women. They say that we are set in our ways and we've got some traumas that we're working through. So are we fighting against each other when we should be working together?
We should be, but I can't say that that's not true. But even if both are true, that means that we both have work to do in order to date each other.
But we don't even look at them.
I will consider, but as soon as I see that it's a problem, I'm done. And so I think I've seen it as a problem so many times, and I'm just kind of over it
Okay.
right now.
So he needs to.
One thing that surprises me a lot of the time, yeah, is when people say, as soon as I've seen something's a problem over the times, then I'm just done. How many people have you dated? How many situations have you been in? Like, you could probably count on the space of two hands the amount of situations that you've been in, hopefully. That's not enough. That is not enough for you to be like, okay, cool, you know what, I'm done now. I don't really see this working. How many experiences have you had? There's so many people in the world. I think people are giving up a little bit too easy. There's billions and billions and billions of people in the world. You've only really experienced maybe a handful, and then all of a sudden you're done. I don't know about all that. I think she gives up a little bit too easy. As soon as she sees something she don't like, she's running for the hills. But let's carry on.
To be younger,
Yeah,
preferably
preferably
younger.
Yeah.
5'8". at least 39 years old, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
He needs to be intelligent. Do you have a career preference? Should he be an entrepreneur like yourself, or can he be employed?
Okay, so this is a great topic because everybody that I've been with has been employed.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been employed and an entrepreneur. And I don't think people who are employed really understand entrepreneurs. So it's been a little hard when I'm not, when I've been both, when I've just been only an entrepreneur, because there's a little different push. But men who work, all the men I've dated, been married to, have 401k, they have all the things, the six figures, all the whole nine. But I get more challenges. I'd rather date a barber, I think, because I used to be a stylist, because they kind of understand,
You'd rather date a barber than
somebody that's in corporate or works that corporate, because all of the people I've dated have been like corporate people.
So you're saying you're done with the corporate profession?
I'm not done. I'm just really leery. I'm not done. I'm open, but I've had a lot of challenges with.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
Do you want a man or you want marriage? First.
What do you mean? Do I want a man or do I want marriage first?
Yes, first. What's more important?
Do I want companionship versus marriage?
Yes.
I wouldn't do long-term companionship without marriage.
So here's when we ask you the question, what do you want? Your first answer is marriage.
Yes.
And it seems like there's not even a particular type of person that you're desiring, because you may want marriage more than you want the man.
No.
What I'm saying is just my observations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
It's like, there's not even a specific type of person that I'm looking for, that I desire. I want marriage, which kind of makes sense from the other guy. You're not interested in marriage. Well, we're going to stick around until you're interested in marriage, because my goal is to get married. If you had to ask me the question, do I want marriage or someone I'm super compatible with? I'm taking super compatibility.
Yeah. Can I piggyback on him for just a second? I understand exactly what you're saying. Every question that we've asked is like, well, how tall does he have to be? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm 5'2", maybe at least 5'8". Okay, does he need to be an entrepreneur or an employee? Well, every man that I've been serious with has been an employee, and it kind of didn't understand. But then I had this six-figure man. I kind of want a barber. Are you done then with corporate professionals? Well, no, I'm not really done with corporate professionals. Well, what does it look like?
39 to 60.
39 to 60.
That's a big range.
Girl, that's the whole birth chart.
That man got a little something in his pants, and you want to marry me?
No.
You know what? That is actually a really good point, because if you're not specific with what you want, how the hell are you going to get what you want? Right, let's be real. Come on, man. 39 to 60. Do you know the difference between a man that's 39 and a man that's heading up to his 60s? There's so many differences. There's so many stages there. So she needs to narrow down. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want a barber? You're not making any sense right now. You gotta pick, decide, sit down. I don't think she's really serious. Honestly, I'll call it from now. I don't know what's gonna happen in the rest of the interview, but I don't think she's really serious. I don't think she should be out here trying to date anyone, honestly, because at the moment she just sounds like she's all over the place. She don't sound like she's giving it too much thought, and she just sounds like she's ready to just go with the flow. And she wants to date guys that are younger than her as well, so we want to know what that means.
Oh no.
How much money does he need to make? You mentioned that all of your seriously committed relationships, you were dating 6+ figure earners. Today, you said you'd take a barber.
They make 6 figures.
Some of them do.
But even if they,
Many of them do.
But here's the clear part, right? Let me be clear. This is the clearest part about all of it at the end of the day. I want somebody who is a giver, who's a sharer. I don't care if you
now we're getting to it.
Yeah, I don't care if you make 75 or 100, whatever, as long as you are open to sharing with me. Right?
Sharing what with you?
Whatever you have, like you're sharing.
Like sharing lunch with you?
No, like
I order chicken fingers, you order the burger, we're splitting it.
Not the chicken fingers.
What do you want him to share? His paycheck?
His check, who he is, his check. Be a giver. Like
Katrina.
I don't have to have.
You're talking to the man. right here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, honey.
Hey, honey,
Hey,
listen.
Hey, boo.
You're talking to the man. He wants to know, do you feel any vibes for me? Am I your type? We've been talking for the last 3 weeks. You know a couple of things about me. And he's gonna say, well, I make $80,000 a year. I'm really living check to check right now. I don't have a whole lot to give, but I feel like together, me and you could build something significant. Respond.
Sir, let's have that conversation. Like, I
She
literally,
said, "Sir." She ain't going for it. She is not going for it. Someone that is going for it is not gonna say, "Hey, sir, let's have that conversation." You're gonna be like, "Okay, cool. I could roll with that. I could kind of rock with that." You gotta listen to the clues. You gotta listen to the clues.
really, I can build with you. I can't build for you, but I can build with you. So if you're open to building together and you making sure that you're good, I make sure I'm good, then I'm good.
Okay, look at me. You're making sure that you're good, and I'm making sure that I'm good. How do we be good together?
Yeah,
We
where's the
work together.
togetherness?
Okay,
But in the beginning, we both have to make sure that we're good individually.
Okay.
Like, you can't be not
Well,
good.
is the person living check to check not good individually?
Yeah, they're doing a bit much. They're doing a bit much. I mean, because listen, for me, and this is probably the fixer part. Everything has an answer, right?
Yeah.
Everything has an answer. I'm not closed to just something particular, and that may not be the best thing, but I am closed on who you are, your character, how you act, how you are with your family, how you are with your children. Your character is the most important thing. How you do spend your money, the things that you value and that are important. Those, I think, for me, are building blocks, right? So when I'm trying to narrow down the age, I can't say if you're 40 you're not good, or if you're 57 you're not good, if you have those things that I'm open to that are important to me in a relationship.
Listen, you had all fair answers. The only thing that I'm
I'll give
picking
her
up
that.
is even when we have a conversation of marriage or the person, you're like, yo, I'll take marriage. Meaning, and sometimes this we might not know it about ourselves, but we're pushing a specific agenda on someone. And I think it's kind of difficult when I'm willing to date people that even when I see the red flags and we're not compatible, and he's saying, "Yo, would I, do you want me to be your wife?" You're like, "I think you'd be a good wife." We don't even see it.
Oh no, I saw that. That was the it. That was the it.
That was it. What I'm saying is that was probably his perspective when y'all started dating. But if we're not interested in that, we don't know it. We find out a year and a half later. So that's why this conversation is this conversation. So we're saying to the audience, if they're going to reach out to you, you need to be marriage minded. Okay?
Absolutely.
100%. And you have a time frame. And I don't know what that clock looks like, but you have one. So, like, let's be prepared. Let's not, let's not, I don't want to try to deceive you and have you thinking that I'll take time to get to know you and we'll take time to get together. Listen, we're going to have conversations fairly quickly.
Very quickly.
And maybe this is something that I cannot resonate with or relate to because I'm not a woman and I'm not 50. And maybe
right. Those things make a difference.
For sure.
Yes.
But even if I traded shoes with you and I can't even empathize in that way. If I traded shoes, my goal would be to find a person that I'm into. These are the things I don't want. These are the things I do want. All the other stuff, I'm cool. Just treating me right isn't enough.
Yeah.
There needs to be some sort of characteristics that you can live with, and you can't live without.
Katrina, girl talk. What makes you say, ooh, I want him?
How he handles something.
Like what?
Like if you walk in the room, right, and we're going in, and you're like, you're good, you sit right there, I got everything. I'll make sure we're set, our seat is ready, or this is whatever's done. You don't worry about it, I got you. That's what make me be like, that's him.
So you like
I need you to handle stuff.
You want a boss.
I've handled stuff all my life. I've been an entrepreneur. I've worked in corporate. I've done all the things. I've handled my children. I've handled stuff. I've owned salons. I've handled stuff all my life. I need a man who's going to handle things. And when you handle things and teach me something, the world is yours.
Now we're getting to the reality of what you actually want, because everybody's passing by these like status quo, society accepted answers. Oh, he's got to have great character, which is important. He's got to be spiritually led, which is important. But when on this show, we want to talk about, okay, yes, character, spiritually led. You have your height preferences, but what makes you tickle inside?
He handles it. I can just look back. I don't even have to ask. When I don't have to ask and you did it, that's it.
You know what it sounds like to me, Dave?
What's that?
Katrina has been independent for so long. You've been handling things for so long. You want a man who you can trust. She wants to trust his leadership. She wants to trust his vision. And she wants to be able to curl up on the sofa and lay her head in his lap and say, baby, I just want to be a little girl in
And
your
that's
lap.
all I want to be.
I don't know that to be true.
I think
That's
so.
why would you not say that?
On paper, it sounds great, but you're a fixer. If you come
Well,
across
she's still a
somebody,
fixer.
if you come across somebody who they don't have anything for them to fix, you're gonna get bored really, really quick, and you out.
No. So here's the difference. Understanding that I recognize that and understanding that that has probably been a problem in my.
Recognize that till right now.
No, we
We were
just said
talking
it
about your
earlier.
mans.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. Someone wouldn't marry me.
No,
No idea why the
He was
relationship.
a fixer. I said that from the beginning. I recognize that that's
Yes.
always been my problem, right?
But it doesn't have to show up in you fixing what's wrong with a
Right.
man. It can show up in you saying, you know what? I finally got this sharp guy who teaches me something. He makes me feel great. He handles business. How can I fix some gaps in his business? Not necessarily
Right.
his character. How can I be a team player? It sounds to me like you want somebody to build with. You want somebody to recognize that you're an asset that can plug in the gaps and handle small things. I think you'd be great even if you had a really powerful man that lets you come and assists him. Am I lying?
That would be perfect.
So, what I'm looking at, David, is this entrepreneurial woman who has for years been really, really strong. Tell me when I'm lying.
I'm waiting.
This woman for years that's been really strong. You've had multiple businesses, and you are searching for somebody that you're ready to hang up the hat. If he could handle it, you stop what you were doing simply to assist him, and that would make you happy because it gives you the leadership and your ability to be like a helper.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's me. And I gotta trust that you'll do that because I've done that before. Say this. I've done that before with my first husband. I owned a salon. I had a thriving business. He came in. I had kept saying I'm ready to be married. I'm ready for somebody to come take her. He came in, did all the amazing things. Like the girls in the shop would tell you, did all the things, right? And I gave it to him. And I put my business aside and I went home and I worked I worked from my house and became a mom for the second time, and then everything just changed. And I don't think I've trusted a person to hand over everything to them ever since.
Were you happy doing that?
I was okay with doing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listen up now. Were you happy with him doing that? She said, I was okay with it. As soon as someone rephrases the answer to you, you know for a fact they're not cool with it. And as soon as someone says, I was okay with something, it means they weren't really okay with it. It means, well, there was some issues. So I'd love her to get to telling us what the actual issues were. Don't hold back now.
Hey,
I
doing
told
it.
you. Listen.
Wait a minute. I was. Listen.
Listen.
Because I was. Wait a minute, David.
Okay.
Hold it. I really was good being at home and cooking and doing because I needed to do something. So I had the salon there, right? So I was doing hair. I was fine with that.
Okay.
The problem was I gave up everything I had to someone wanting them to take over, and they flipped. They changed. This man bought a car. Guess what? When he got mad, took my car. Took my car.
Oh.
Oh, how do you trust
This
that
was
again? That was my marriage.
That was your marriage.
That was my marriage.
Now hold up. You ain't telling us a full story here, cause ain't nobody just gonna take your car just out the blue. What did you do to make him take your car? What was the situation? Sometimes I hate just hearing one side of the story because I can't really understand. No one's gonna wake up one day and be like, you know what, just give me the car. Give me the car. I know you need the car to drive the kids to here, there, and everywhere, but give me the car. So we need the full story, or just don't tell us the story at all. Don't try and make that person look bad. Don't try and make that person look bad and just be like, oh yeah, he just came and just took my car and he's a bad person, blah blah blah. Blah. Tell us the full story.
Okay.
You get mad, you took the car. The car that you bought for me, you took the car.
Well, yeah, and so I think that women who are extreme, I think for any woman, but also extremely ambitious women, there's still an element. I just think that's a picker situation. It's not even woman specific. Mm-hmm. It's you picking a man who lacked emotional control. Mm-hmm. But what he wanted was the power dynamic over you. So she's a stay at home. Like, if I can't control you in the business, now I'm going to control what you have the ability to do in the home and
Don't
from
control
home.
something for sure.
I'm going to control.
I don't like when women do this. I don't really like when women do this. Like, you heard part of the story, you just jump to the conclusion that she's telling you the absolute truth. You didn't dig a little bit. You didn't feel to ask her, so what was the situation? You just went straight into support mode. What you did was right. What he did was wrong. Come on, let's get a little bit more context before we start to, all of a sudden offer our support to people that are telling us stories. We've got to get some more context.
Something. And that's a character issue. That's a character flaw. And so now you know that we don't want that. Mm-hmm. And so I would challenge you then to say, you don't want a man that you can hand over your stuff to. I don't want a man that I can hand over my business to. I want a man who I can be an asset to in his business. We can add to each other. I don't want to give you this. We'll figure something different out. I think that you really, 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 have you ever written it out? Like, I have this list. I was on the Dear Future Wifey podcast, and I told Lateris I had 92 things on my list. Mm-hmm. And before people heard what the list was, they were like, 92 things?
Wait, hold on, 92?
But it wasn't 92 requirements. It was 92 ways I wanted to experience my man. Example, my man is a leader. He teaches me things, 2 things, right? When my man comes home at the end of the day, he doesn't sit in the car avoiding what's on the other side of the door, me. Have you ever written a list of how you want to experience life in a relationship versus how you can just contribute to somebody in a relationship?
I actually do have a list.
Okay, give me something on it.
So, again, we were naming my list. What?
Up until this point, she hasn't mentioned one thing she's going to bring to the relationship. At the moment, it's all been me, 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 me. What I need, what I need, what I need. So I'm waiting to hear what she's going to contribute. Because for me, when you're talking about relationships, that's what you need to start with. What am I going to give? What am I going to be able to give to this person? And then we go from there.
He has to be, and I know we keep saying this part, he has to make my life easier, right? He has to be a partner. He has to be a supporter, right? He didn't have to be a certain height. I didn't say that, but I didn't like him short. Just couldn't have to be a certain height or a certain size because I'm okay with that.
You did actually say
it. Can I get back to the point that I was going to say? Uh-huh. Even when you run off your list, he needs to be a supporter.
Yeah.
He needs to, what were the things you said?
I know what he's going to say already. She sound like she want an assistant. He needs to get on my bandwagon. He needs to come in and slot into my life. At the end of the day, if you're looking for the type of man you're looking for, he ain't going to come in and slot into your life. That's the type of man that you need to slot into his life. So you're kind of doing yourself a little bit of a disservice saying, you know what, I want a man that's this, I want a man that's this, this, this. Because at the end of the day, those type of guys, at the age of 39, that's got his shit together like that, he's got options. So he ain't going to try be coming to slot into your life at 50 years old and he's 39. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. In the peak of his powers, attractive. And you're talking about, oh yeah, he needs to come and just, fix all my problems and, sort my life out and make things so much easier and teach me things and blah, 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 blah. God damn it.
He needs to be a supporter.
Make life easier.
He needs to make your life easier,
make
right?
Life easier, right?
What else?
He has to be a supporter, make life easier. He has to, he has to be a supporter. make life easier for you, which are the biggest two things.
Yeah.
You have to be an active, effective communicator. You have to be able to talk to me. You don't have to move away from things. You have to be a family person. You have to. Yeah. Those things are important to me. You have to be a family person.
What I'm hearing here's you. A lot of the qualities that you were saying was what I want in an assistant. I need you to make my life easier. I need you to.
I told you.
Listen.
I told
If
you.
there is a man that is taking control and saying, okay, this is where we're going, this is where we're going, I'm going to lead, I'm telling you, you are going to butt heads because that
Big
is
time.
not your natural desire.
She likes to take
That's not how
control.
you're made
She
up.
likes to take
So
control.
you might find, you need someone that, I'm not saying a weak man, but somebody that is going to let you lead.
No, you can say it. She needs a weak ass guy. She needs a guy that's gonna come in and say, "Hey, listen, I'm here at your service." And unfortunately, that don't mix with boss. There's no weak bosses out there. There's no man that's gonna come along and say, "Oh, here, oh, you're here now, babe. Let me come in and just slot into your life and help you out of everything that you need, you need. Let me teach you something. Let me take over this. Let me make life so much easier for you." What is he getting in return? What's he getting in return? You're 50. You're 50 years old. What's he getting in return? I need to hear that.
The way you lead and control what they control. So I am a leader. Me and my wife bump heads in this way. I'm a leader. My wife is not necessarily driven to lead like that, but I want to drive the car, and my wife wants to give directions, and we butt sometimes because I'm like, yo, why don't you just drive? She's like, no, I don't want to drive. I just want to tell you where to go, right? So I have to support her because that's how.
Nah, 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 nah. I'm not agreeing with that, bro. Nope, 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 nope. Ain't no way you should be in the car and your wife's telling you this is where we should. Nah, babes, chill out. Chill the out. I'm driving. You can listen to some music. I'll let you be in control of the playlist, but you ain't in control of where we're going because I'm driving. If I need help, Google Maps. Google Maps me now. If I ask for your input in terms of, hey babe, can you help me with there we go. But if I'm driving, I know where we're going already. I don't need no one in my ear. Nope, 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 nope. We ain't doing that. You need to get your wife in check, my guy. You need to get her in check.
She's made up. She runs the household. So as I'm driving and leading, I have to make sure that it's not my way or the highway. I'm listening and saying, okay, which way would you like me to go? It doesn't feel good though.
Huh?
But for the relationship,
Which
I'm saying I'm taking
I ain't
that.
saying nothing.
But all the things that my wife was the things I predetermined that I wanted. I need someone who's going to cook, that understands cleaning, running a household to make my life easier because I'm not going to be the person doing that and having a woman out. Not that I wouldn't, but you have to let me lead in some way. What I'm saying is I think the answers that you're giving are the textbook answers. I need a leader and I want somebody to make my life easier. But making your life easier doesn't look like taking care of everything. Making your life easier says supporting me while I take care of stuff. I'm just wanting you to recognize that about yourself. Okay. Before you come into a leader man that's saying this, and this, you're gonna feel frustrated, like, oh my gosh, I don't have no input here. I don't like that.
I do want my input if you're
For sure,
yeah.
I know you.
But but listen, I do want him to run it. I do want him to, but with
I agree with
your
you.
direction.
No, I don't. We're reading something different.
Yeah.
I'm reading that this is a woman who has been leading her whole life, and in this case, now she's ready to say, "I don't want to lead anymore,
I don't have
but
it
I
like that, girl.
want to be heard." It does. I think
No, 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 no. No, Donnie. Miss Donnie. Mm-mm. It don't work like that. You ain't turning it on and off. The guy's gonna come into her life. She's going to be going back and forth with this guy. You can't just switch on. You've been in control for 50 years, my darling. 50 years. There is no way that you're relinquishing control to anybody at the moment. No way you're undoing all of that control. No way, no way. You've been in control for 50 years. there's no way that you are going to have a guy come into your life and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh yeah, well, you don't worry, you got it, blah 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 blah. There's going to be back and forths, there's going to be button of heads, and there's going to be input where there's inputs not needed. That is most guys' pet peeve. You don't need to input into everything. If everything's running smooth, if you chose me to be the pilot, I don't want you in the cockpit unless I ask. I don't want you behind my ear saying, are you sure we're going in the right direction? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We don't need that. We do not need that. I don't need that. Thank you. I got this. Because that's how people butt heads and vice versa. If there's something that you're in control of, I don't need to be behind you being like, did you do it right? If you get it wrong, it's on you. But I trust your expertise in whatever areas that we've discussed, that this is what your strengths are and blah 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 blah. This is what I would like you to be in control of, etc. etc. But what I don't want, and what I believe most men don't want, is for a woman to turn around and say, hey, listen, I need a leader. You come in there, start leading, and she's over your shoulder like, you sure we should do it like this? Mm-mm, that's not cool. But we go.
Think of it like retirement. It's like, look, I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to
You got these people that retire, they go right back to work.
They go back to work in a very different, much
capacity.
lesser
Yes,
capacity. And
absolutely.
what I am seeing is a woman who says, I have been doing this, and I think you've been doing it because you have to have been doing it. You hadn't been in situations where you could count on anybody else to do it for you.
No.
And you've also experienced situations where when you tried to give it away, someone manipulated you. They manipulated your access. They controlled you. And now you want the man that you can trust, that can lead, but he's not a dictator. He appreciates your input. All she wants, Chance, is a leader, and she wants to still be heard. She wants to still be important and significant in the relationship. You want a voice.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want a voice.
There we go.
I want somebody that I can trust to hand over everything to. And when he needs my help, or I got you. You know what I'm saying? But
hand over everything that you have to him.
Not hand over what I have, but hand over the responsibility. The responsibility.
She want to hand over these bills.
Just the decisions, like just everyday decisions.
No,
you know, just things that you have to think about for the household and everything. Because I am thinking
needs to be repaired.
All of
the
that
trash to the end of the driveway.
Trash is if.
So she basically wants to give someone all the shit jobs, basically. All right, take all the shit jobs, come and take out the trash, come and do X, Y, and Z, make my life so much easier. Okay, fine. Yes, 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 yes. This shouldn't be that hard to find then. Why has it been so hard to find your dating coach?
If you ever tell me you're taking out trash, we're together.
We're in a relationship.
Because the trash is the biggest headache. Taking the trash out on Tuesday to the curb is horrible.
The trash is the biggest headache.
She wants to be taken care of, but she wants to still have a voice.
No, 100%. I'm just saying, let's just recognize
you and too. Like, you're not going to be here just doing everything. I'm going to make sure that whatever your needs are, I can meet those needs. Mm-hmm. Because that's the fair. Not only the fair thing is what I want to do.
Oh, now we want to talk about other people's needs. Okay, cool. Now I actually want to talk about needs. All right.
Yeah. Y'all comment in the chat if this is the profile of a woman that
please guys, comment in this chat. Is this the profile of a woman you're looking for? What do you agree with that she said? What do you disagree with? Do you think she's capping?
Even though I want you to come in and I'm not just a yes. If I see that this is wrong, it's going to hurt me to just be quiet to see you do it wrong, right? But my delivery will be like, well, maybe let's do this a little different, even though, you need to kind of let them do it wrong every now and then.
Katrina, as we wrap this up, with all honesty, you knowing you the most intimately a person could know themselves, are you ready to date?
Not right now. But I'm not right now.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you? Oh, whoa, no. Pause this right now.
Right here.
What? Oh my gosh. Why are you here? What? Let's play the ticket.
Because,
Babe, babes, why are you here?
To meet somebody.
So you're
To do
ready
what?
Okay. So you're ready to go on dates.
Yes.
But you're not ready to be in a commitment.
I want to. I couldn't say I could jump into the relationship tomorrow, but I am really wanting to get to know someone, build an amazing friendship, and hope we can build an amazing relationship. I am looking for. I'm open.
We're gonna ask the question one more time. Are you ready to date?
Yes, I'm ready.
No, take her first answer. She's not. She's not.
Girl, because you just, what David said about you don't really know. And here's what I don't think that your intention is to waste anybody's time. I think you are afraid to say, yes, I'm ready because you don't know what's out there.
You see this Donny woman, yeah. She is the biggest enabler ever. She's someone that would be like, nah, you know what? He shot her like 60 times, or she shot him like 60 times, but she didn't mean to. It wasn't like she didn't mean it like that. She didn't mean it like that. I know we caught her with the weapon and blah 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 and everything else, but nah, she didn't mean it like that. She keeps finding an out for this woman. Everything she says, she's got an excuse to get this woman out. You're a good wingman, Donny. Seriously, you're a good wingman for sure.
I don't. Can I be honest?
Please.
No accountability though.
I'm ready to date, but I don't trust me yet. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've done a lot of the right things, and I still haven't gotten the right results lately.
Yeah.
So I want to date, absolutely, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to trust myself, and I'm growing to trust myself.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
Can I give you a little bit of honesty back?
No, Donny. I don't even need to hear this, but I know she's about to enable her. I'm 100% sure she's about to enable her.
I don't think you've done the right thing.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
Okay.
I think that you
accountability.
don't trust yourself because somewhere deep down inside, you know that the way that you've been showing up and the way that you've been performing for the men in your life, it's not the right thing. It's not the right thing to be a fixer. It's not the right thing to take ownership of somebody else's trauma and problems and lack.
I swear down. I thought she was gonna actually hit her with some accountability. It's not the right thing to be a fixer. It's not the right thing to be so great to all these men. Donny, come on, man. Come on, Donny.
It's not the right thing to stay in a relationship for a year and a half with somebody who fails you in communication, fails you in treatment. It's not the right thing. You've convinced yourself that helping somebody is the right thing. That's the way that we need to show up. When really, all you owe a relationship is the ability for you to show up at your best and to understand them, but not fix them. And so, from business coach to dating coach, I would encourage you to audit your method, audit your approach, and fight. The next time you want to fix a man, find a client and fix them.
Find a client. Listen, and that's the best advice. Find a client instead of a man that you're going to try to make a companion. Absolutely.
Right. Did you have anything else, Shan?
Nope, I am good. Happy dating. You about to be out here. And the last part you said, I think, was the most honest thing you said. And I want you to figure out why you don't trust yourself, because I don't think you understand it yet. Like, there's some things that you don't trust about yourself, but I don't think you've explored them the way you could.
We probably just don't have enough time to do it here.
No, we definitely ain't got enough time.
I will say there is a man out there who is watching this, and he's saying, "You know what?
Don't do it.
Only attract
Don't do
women
it.
who are fixers, and
Don't do it.
Thorn in my side. I want a woman who allows me to be me, but encourages the best in me. I want a woman.
Fellas, don't do it.
I don't want to be mothered. I want to be partnered." And you're looking at Katrina, and you're like, "You know what? I get what she's saying. I understand her." And I'm ready to also get to know a woman like her. Not rush into a relationship, but get to know a woman like that. And if that is you, Katrina, close us out with how to find you on social media.
So you can find me
Nope.
on.
I ain't gonna endorse that. I can't endorse the socials. I cannot. Nobody gotta fight Katrina. Katrina needs to do some deep inner work, get herself together, and then come back to this date. She's a damn dating coach. Oh my gosh, the blind leading the damn blind. The blind leading the blind. Ah, goodness. Wow. All right. So here's my 2 cents. I think Katrina's got a lot, a hell of a lot of built up trauma from her previous relationships, her marriage, everything that she's been going through. That's number one. Number two, I think Katrina should not be a dating coach. She shouldn't be giving people advice. She's not been successful at this thing. She doesn't understand it enough. Dating is one of these things that if you are a good dating coach, you will be putting everything that you're giving other people into practice. You be putting it into practice and you be successful as well. Because as you move through life, it's important. Dating is important because it gives you the outcomes that you want. And when you want something, there's a time scale on which you can get it. So if you haven't showed me that you've been able to get it in said time scale, then I've got to ask, are you actually an expert in this field? It's not like it's got anything to do with the level of ability that you have in this specific area. No one's born with extra ability to be with someone else than anyone else is. So we're all pretty much on an even scale for the most part. So if Katrina is not good at dating, there is a reason behind that. There's a reason behind it that she needs to figure out. So she should not be giving clients advice on dating. She should definitely not. I'm not knocking her business, but me personally, I ain't going to Katrina to get no advice. And then the last but not least thing, she needs to take a cold, hard look in the mirror and say, does the man that I want me? Because that's a big part of the equation. A lot of people forget that part. If you're going to go out there and try and date, you got to look at who you are trying to attract and if you are going to be attractive to them. That's a big part of it. It's got to be a balanced equation. You can't just be like, well, come, take me. The scale don't balance. That shit gonna go out the window. So I'd love to know everybody's thoughts on this video. I almost lost my shit when she said she's not ready to date. Oh man, goodness, my head. But yeah, I'd love to know everyone's thoughts in the comments. But yeah, good luck to her. And I'm going to put a link back to the original video. I thought it was a really, really good video. Good interview. I love chats like this because it gives us an opportunity just to, understand things from a different point of view. So yeah, let's hear some comments. Let's see what people feel about it. Would you date Katrina? Any guys out there willing to take her on? Let me know. I'll speak to you guys soon.